Hey everybody, Final Film Productions here, back with another Dexter video, and today we've got lots of news. Where to start? This year we've got Dexter Original Sin, which is kind of young Dexter. It's going to premiere December of this year, which I haven't been keeping tracks on Original Sin that much, so I didn't think it was that soon. But the big news today is that Michael C. Hall, while he is returning for Dexter Original Sin to just do a kind of voiceover for the inner voice of young Dexter, Michael C. Hall will also return summer of next year in Dexter Resurrection, which will be a sequel series to the previous Dexter New Blood. So this is massive news. To my knowledge, I'm reading Hollywood Reporter here and lots of Twitter reactions. Doesn't seem to be much more information about it. As we all know, at the end of New Blood, it made it seem like Dexter was killed. And since then, we've had lots of talk about, well, are we going to do a show about Dexter's son, Harrison? Which, when we heard about Dexter Original Sin, we sort of presumed that that wouldn't be happening. And that maybe they're going with the younger Dexter route, but now this brings it into the perspective that they want to bring Michael C. Hall back, and that Michael C. Hall wants to come back. But I think there's lots of questions to be answered here. Are they actually bringing Dexter back? Is Dexter going to be alive, or is this show going to be a Harrison show where Dexter has a small part, maybe as a ghost or a vision in Harrison's mind, which unfortunately I believe, as we sit here today, is probably the route they're going to go. I mean, what would I prefer? Honestly, the way they ended the show, it made it seem like Dexter died. So bringing it back is a tough sell if he's going to be alive again. It's not out of the realm of possibilities, but ultimately the way the show ended was a pretty disappointing end. You know, we already had the bad ending previously that fans didn't like, where we had Deb die, and then we had Dexter become a lumberjack, and it was just a really weird and kind of unsatisfactory ending. Then New Blood came out, and it, had its problems, but it was generally quite good for most of the season. And then that finale, just the writing was poor, the ending was unsatisfactory. We didn't have Dexter and Batista connect or have any scenes together. It was just a really weird, really kind of rushed and poor ending. So, what is their intention with Dexter Resurrections? Are they trying to course correct and, do more with the Dexter franchise and try to, expand it? Or are they trying to push the Harrison storyline, which I don't really believe there's much anticipation for? I guess if Dexter is dead, but he's in each episode in a small kind of ghost, in her visions, in a monologue, whatever you want to call it, that may appease fans, and it may work. But the Harrison character, whatever you think of him, was not that compelling to base a whole show around. So for me, if I had to choose now between no more Dexter, bring Michael C. Hall back as Dexter and be alive, or do a Harrison show where Michael C. Hall is very limited, honestly, I'd bring Dexter back. I'd bring Michael C. Hall back, and I'd base the show centered around him, as always, because he is the best character they have left. There's lots of great characters in that show, but a lot of them aren't alive and kicking anymore. So it's a strange one. It came out of left field. I don't believe there's been much thought or there's not been much rumors that this was going to happen, because I think the thing that makes it so strange is that there was a perception, whether it's true or not, that Michael C. Hall wanted to be done with Dexter, but the fact that he's voicing Dexter Original Sin, or he's doing a voiceover. I believe that's his only part in the show. A show which I think could be quite fun. And now he's actually coming back for Dexter Resurrections. It's strange, you know, if I'm being honest, they can't be trying to write the show off again. I think they should just bring Michael C. Hall back, bring Dexter back, make a good season, and stop trying to do some big shocking ending, because they keep coming back anyway. They ended the show years ago. They ended the show again with New Blood. Now they're bringing it back again. So my advice to them is, you know, whether you like the show coming back or not, they are bringing it back. So stop trying to do some big shocking final season, because you know in 3 or 4 years they're going to come back again. So just make a good season. Don't piss off fans. Make it entertaining. Give us a compelling villain. Good writing. Good characters. And, you know, no more ending seasons on a real downer, you know, because the New Blood was actually quite good, but the ending left a lot to be desired. So again, we don't know much about this. Very good assumption that Harrison will be a big part of it. But is Dexter going to be alive? What do you think? Is this kind of Michael C. Hall coming back in a limited role? Or is this properly bringing Dexter back and maybe admitting that the ending of New Blood wasn't quite what people wanted, or that it didn't really land? Because again, they started New Blood as a way to end, or to fix what went wrong with the previous season. So what do you think? Are you excited about Dexter's Resurrections? Are you excited about Dexter's Original Sin? I'll have more videos. I was making lots of Dexter videos back when New Blood was out. A lot of negative videos, unfortunately, because I wasn't a big fan of how that show ended. But yeah, more to come on this. This will be an interesting show to follow, and it'll be interesting to see how well Original Sin does. Is it going to be as compelling without Michael C. Hall in the main role? We'll find out pretty soon, the end of this year, I believe. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll be back with another video soon. Thank you.